What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a very happy Halloween. This mask is ridiculous. I appreciate you all tuning in. You got it. You had to see it. But happy Halloween to you. Hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Friday night here. It's Halloween. Got the Halloween colors going. Making things all weird in here, but I hope you enjoyed it. Cold as hell out there. Hopefully, if you're walking around with your kids, staying safe, enjoying yourself. Watch out for all those weed gummies and things. If your kids are receiving these things for free somehow, please send them my way. But no, I'm just joshing with you. You see all the ridiculous things they have out there. But look, a great week so far. Enjoying this bye, but hasn't been great in the physical department. I'll be real with you. Still pretty sick, so I apologize. I'm going to try to get through this bad boy, but this is your show, Fan Friday. So if you're watching this live, love to hear from you. You're watching this later, still love to hear from you too. So we're going to rock and roll on this beautiful Halloween night, and we're going to talk about anything that's on your mind. So, we got Michael Carter in a trade. A lot of people still talking about a lot of things like, Myles Garrett. So a lot of stuff going on here. Of course, it's a bye. The trade deadline is on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. So you're going to hear this chatter for a few more days. And then thank the sweet Lord that it will all commence. Because I just, every day, every week, it is always about trading for someone or doing something. And I just would love to talk about the games half the time. But look, I get it. People excited about certain things. And look, we could talk about anything under the sun. I know that's one of the things you want to talk about. Appreciate you tuning in. A very happy Halloween to you. Hope you had a great night, staying safe out there. But look, this team right here, right now, we went through the other day. We talked about the updated depth chart, and we talked with Michael Carter there, how he fits, being a depth piece at first, maybe being a starter, maybe Cooper DeJean moving outside, maybe Ja'Cory and Bennett starting, right? So a lot of things are going to happen in this bye and after this bye with Nolan Smith coming back. You got a lot of pieces that will come back. Brandon Graham. So you're going to get depth of pieces. The tight end, the edge, the cornerback, these places that we talk about, getting guys healthy, Calcaterra back, and all these things that, I think that this Eagles team, you're hopeful that guys stay healthy. We've got depth. It's just when you see these injuries and you see things, holes on a team when you have, such a great roster, people are inclined to, point those things out in excess. So this is still, to me, and I expected, bumpy roads, not exactly a perfect start to the season. And, a lot of people get carried away with the media, and it's whatever. But, this team, we knew they'd get things on track. So I think there's still, you can always improve. But I think they know that. And, the edge position, I like Bradley Chubb. I like a lot of these, pieces we've talked about. But again, to me, I don't know that Howie needs to go out and trade for anybody. You have Nolan Smith coming back with who, I really like Jalix Hunt. But you got Joshua Uche, who I really like. You've got Azeez Ojulari coming back. Brandon Graham's going to return. So I think, you have a great room there in itself. If you want to add to it, I'm not against it. I just think, when you're talking about trading away, a lot of these things, have to be taken into account when it comes to the money and the draft picks and all these things that, we as fans maybe, don't want to have to, think about, but we do because, that's what I do here. And you have to understand those things. And it's going to cost a pretty penny to get someone like a Myles Garrett. And you might have to give up someone like a Tanner McKee, who is a great backup to have. But, if you can get something in return, all about it, man. So let me try to, there we go. Make it a little bit bigger. Trying to mess with this over here. There we go. I like that a little bit more. Now I can see what's going on. Happy Halloween to you. And I'm ready to beat the Packers' ass on Monday night once, we get through here another 10 days or whatever. But look, on Tuesday, I'll be back with that Behind Enemy Lines, all this stuff. This weekend, this week I had a lot of things I wanted to do. And I apologize because I just got really sick and it really sucked. Really was not a good time. And I apologize for that, but I do want to do some things the next couple of days with you, and then we'll be right back to it, and we'll be getting ready to see the second half of this season where we look to really strengthen our team on, all three phases of the game, and then, continue to just build on what we already have here. And I think if you need to add, this is the time you're obviously going to do it before the trade deadline, but in the bye week, give the guys a little extra time. Okay. But you did that. You got Michael Carter. So I don't know that there's another corner trade coming. They traded for Ja'Cory Bennett. They traded for Michael Carter. So I don't know, man. I'm hopeful Ja'Cory Bennett is that guy. And, on edge, I just mentioned what's going on there. So I feel comfortable with these things. I think that this defense is continuing to grow. We talk about it being the youngest defense in the NFL. You have Nakobe Dean back now, allowed to use Campbell in different situations. So I just think the defense will continue to improve. We've seen the offense improve, the offensive line improving, trying to get healthy there. Cam Jurgens hopefully come back. So we'll be all right. And hello to you, Michael. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you all are having a very happy Halloween. And, this team to me, obviously pretty stacked. And you're going to hear the media telling you we got to trade for all these positions and all these things. And I just couldn't disagree more. Just like last year, I feel pretty confident in this team, and I know it doesn't look like it. Maybe it does to you now after the last couple of weeks, but the reason I've stuck to my guns all season and not wanted to fire and trade everyone is because I still believe that this team is going to get it together halfway through the season, like we talked about all damn off season. Got a new offensive coordinator, got a lot of new pieces, got the youngest defense in the NFL. I will reiterate that. So it's going to take time. It's not going to be that Super Bowl team from last year. This is a completely different team. But you have the foundation of something special here, and in my opinion, a dynasty. So, look, you got to win this back-to-back, and then you got to go ahead and win another one, and I'm game for that. So you got to just go ahead and do your thing, man. So defensive minded first. Well, I don't know, man. We're just whole team minded. Nick Sirianni is a great head coach, and, the offense is a very great offense, and I love that we got a defensive coordinator that's essentially the head coach of the defense. So you have two guys that are really strapped into what they love, and this defense is, amazing. Obviously, I did my best to get people on board last year. Most people wanted to fire Vic Fangio. I wanted to win a Super Bowl, and I'm glad that's what the Eagles wanted too. So as much as people want to fire Patullo and get rid of everybody, A.J. Brown and whatever else, I just think, to me, I'm not doing any of that stuff, dude. I'm going to be just like last year, stick to my guns. I'm confident in this team. And, just talked about Myles Garrett there. So, same thing. He's going to cost you a lot. Don't think that we need to give up a lot for a guy that's about to be 30. The amount of money, he has like a $21 million cap hit, but the way you can, restructure his contract, do certain things where they'll take on some money, you work those things out in the trade. It's not that it's not possible. I just think, as I just said, Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham coming back, and, Hunt, Uche, Ojulari will come back. Patrick Johnson's here. I think, John Campbell dabbling there. Got a lot of pieces on the edge where I know it's very important. And as I said, if they want to do that and they're just like locked into giving up, a lot of future stuff for the right now, and maybe it costs you Tanner McKee as well. I don't know that that's their mindset, that they need to, sell the house and get rid of all these picks to get an edge when Nolan Smith is coming back and was playing really well. Jalen Hunt continues to play well. Uche. And, again, Brandon Graham's coming. We'll see. He's a depth piece. So just depth. Ojulari, Johnson, who wants to be the other guy? So you do have options here. If they want to go get Myles Garrett, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, how dare you? But really just depends on what they give up to do that. So maybe, it's a possibility. I just think, in my opinion, Howie Roseman, not a big fan of, signing or getting these older players, more about, building something for the future and, signing our own players and really trying to, and look, it's not to say that he doesn't, trade or do these things where we get these guys that help you win, but I don't know how much it's going to cost for someone like Myles Garrett. So you're seeing things 3 first-round picks. Like, that's pretty nuts, to trade away your picks. I don't know that that's the route they're going. If they feel he's got a few years left in him and they're like, hell, man, having this guy is going to make us unstoppable. And really, if you look at it, we talk about the importance of getting that pass rush, what the edge means to this defense. And I mean, my God, if you have Myles Garrett, that's this defense. I mean, I already feel they're one of the best defenses, and we'll grow into that. They would be growing pretty quick. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm not against it in any way, shape, or form. I just think it might cost a lot, and that might not be the route we want to go with a guy who's about to be 30. So I don't know, man. Should be fun to see what happens up until Tuesday at 4 o'clock. But as I said at the beginning of this video, I cannot wait. This is always like my Christmas when the trade deadline comes. People will still try to say we're trading for Patrick Mahomes and all that stuff every week, but it'll get a lot quieter. So I can't wait. Can't wait to talk more football unless, everybody's traded and everybody sucks. I will hope that everybody gets on board and wants to start rooting for the Eagles. But I'll keep doing my best, do my part to get people there. And I've done my best. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed and stuck with me in the Eagles. But those of you who are back now, welcome aboard the bandwagon. And look, this team is going to win another Super Bowl. So don't miss out like last year. I promise you, this team will continue to improve, dominate. This offense, defense, they're sleeping on the wrong ones, man. Special teams unit, everybody's coming for you. So keep on sleeping, folks. We're about to wake them up. But I hope you sickos all are having a happy Halloween. The little man called, wanted to come home already at 9 o'clock. I'm all for it, man. All Hallows Eve can get a little wild late at night, but Chelsea's heading home with him right now, and I'm going to be heading out with her. Got to get over to the shop, help her with some things, and then she's got a wedding to do tomorrow and all these things she's got to set up for. So that'll be my Halloween for the night. But yeah, I'm sure, messing with my fantasy stuff, trying to do stuff like that. But I hope you guys are having a good weekend. If any of you have any final thoughts, you're watching this later, you have anything beyond Myles Garrett, let me know. I did want to show you some things, so we'll go through a little recap of what we talked about the other day. If you want, you can go check out that video about Michael Carter, and we talked about, his money, declining that $5 million guaranteed money for injury next year. All these things, we looked at his stats, his bio, everything you need to know about him. Go check that out. We took a look at the updated injury list and depth chart. I did the service of taking off Jacorian Bennett. He hasn't been officially taken off yet, but he will. So, but yeah, again, remember, Nolan Smith will be coming off of that as well. So that'll be a very welcome move. You've got a lot of, things going on here. We talk about, Bennett coming off and having Michael Carter now. I think that the depth of this team, you can see, obviously, you've got some corners now, but who is that cornerback too? And I have Bennett in there. I'm still hopeful he can be that guy. Hopefully, healthy, ready to rock and roll. But you've got plenty of options now. Michael Carter, not an outside guy, though. We talked about it. Cooper would move outside. And I'm not against it. I want Cooper on the field, and I just want to win. And I think having a guy like Michael Carter, when he's playing at his best and healthy, he's pretty damn good. So not against it. Makuba continues to improve. I love Blankenship. So I think this defense, again, sleeping on the wrong ones. That edge, adding, again, Nolan Smith back and getting Brandon Graham, that really, changes things. So I'm excited about this defense. And I think that, again, sleeping on the wrong ones. This offense, when they get healthy, offensive line, get some continuity there. I think they're going to continue steamrolling people, and we just need to stay healthy. We'll get A.J. Brown back. But we've got enough weapons. No matter who is hurt, it's always next man up in these parts. So let's effing go. But, I feel pretty good about the offense. I don't know that you have to do much there. We talked about tight end for the future. We'll see. I wouldn't be against trading for like a Michael Mayer or something. But anyways, here's your special teams department, and got some pieces there. I'm excited about. No more John Mechie kick returning. Not that he was getting any play back there, but Gibson in the house now. And our practice squad, Sua Opeta back. Let's go. A lot of old names there. You got Covey, Watkins, Opeta, all came back this year on the practice squad, and you can see the rest of the gang there. And then we talked about the cap, and I will be making a video of that once those numbers become available and change and all that great stuff. But just know we still have cap space. We can still make moves, and we still have ammo to, make trades if you want. These are our draft picks. We've got 17 here. Then you've got the 7 in the following year in 2028. So you've got a lot of picks, got a lot of things you can do here in this Eagles team. I think that if they feel they need to do something, they are on the phones right now. They're staying busy. They know that, they want to win a Super Bowl. So if there's someone calling, they find a good deal, a move will happen. But Howie's not going to just make a trade just to make a trade. And appreciate you tuning in, Eagles girl. Hope you're having a happy Halloween and a go Birds too. Yeah. But yeah, man, this team to me, you could improve. When you were looking at that roster, the offense, when healthy, dominant. Defense, when healthy, dominant. You just have the big question mark of cornerback too, right? And edge, once you get Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham back, I feel comfortable there. And I think, if Ja'Cory Bennett can be what we talked about before the draft a few years ago, can stay healthy, what we saw him do for the Raiders at the end of the year, last year, sky's the limit for this young man. So get healthy. Let's go on a run throughout the playoffs. But Michael Carter being added to the mix, we talk about these versatile defensive backs, having guys like Makuba, having Cooper DeJean when we drafted him originally. That's what we talked about, having a weapon like that, the Swiss Army knife that Vic Fangio uses all over the place. People get offended that he's outside or playing safety. That's what he does, bro. He is a defensive back through and through. Love that son of a bitch. And then you get guys like Makuba who can do that. And Sidney Brown, now different roles where some of them you want covering, some of them you want blitzing, but you can have these dime backers. You can have these nickel backs and dime backs where, all these things that are very intricate in the Vic Fangio defense. And you can go check out the video from last year where you learn all about the defense and, what these keys and all these things are trying to do within this defense, how intricate it is. But when you have these versatile D-backs that you can move around, someone like a Michael Carter II, it's really fun. And this is a kid that really doesn't play outside, but can play some safety. So it's like you move these dudes around and you don't have to give them a name. They're a defensive back, and in certain packages, you're having multiple guys out there for teams with multiple good receivers and tight ends and running backs you have to cover. So every week it's a different matchup. It's a different mindset, and different guys are going to be valuable in different ways. So also within the game, then, the game script will then dictate everything you just planned for that week probably goes out the window. You can prepare and try to do as much as you want, but it's football, man. You ever played it or anything, that it's just going to go the way it goes, man. So you got to be able to adjust and do those things. And you have the pieces to do that when you can match up against anyone. And each week bring a different defense to the table. And that's what that breakdown last year was about, where looking at, the pieces we had and now continuing to try to build on that throughout the draft, free agency, so to me, they're still building a dynasty. People can sleep on them all they want. Got this style trade because, like you say, healthy. Yeah, man. I just feel very confident in this team, and I think people are sleeping on the fact that a lot of people are coming back. It took me a while, but finally got me. It's been a tough time today. I felt a tiny bit better. I want to be able to go to visit my damn grandma and pop, but can't go around them if I'm like this. So it's just been a tough week. I want to be able to go see my Uncle Jimmy, and I'm just really not enjoying being sick. I'll be real with you. And these lights, man, got the purple here, and I got the orange behind me. I don't know if you can tell what's going on back there, but oh my God, now my knee's locking up. Oh, you old bitch. Oh, dude. Don't get old, kids. Don't get old. But oh my God, help me. But guys, it's been a long week. I need this weekend. I'm sure you do too. Again, I hope you all had a very happy Halloween, whatever you were doing with your family, yourself, your kid, whatever you're doing. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're staying safe. Watch a little horror movie. I don't know if you're into that stuff. I used to. A lot of it's just crap anymore. Big fan of the new It stuff. I like that new show, Welcome to Daredevil. Check that out if you're into like real. It's pretty brutal. Not gonna lie to you, it's a pretty wild show, but not for everyone. Gonna be real, but it's that holiday season. I'm a big fan of that stuff. But look, guys, all I've got for you here tonight on this beautiful Fan Friday, and if you have any final questions, anything you want to add, do it right now. I am about to roll, having trouble breathing and talking here. Happy Halloween to you, Joe. Appreciate you tuning in. Go Birds! You know it. But, what a night. Can't believe it's a little past 9:30 now. I was watching some Sixers, then just trying to do some things. I was like, man, I got to make this Fan Friday. So I wanted to get this in, then finish the game. Thank God my children aren't listening. Because you co-sign, don't get old. No, let them listen. Tell them, don't get old. Tell them that. Packing and getting ready to move to North. Hell yeah, man. Enjoy the trip. Hopefully, hey, the change is for the better. Hopefully you have yourself a great, happy Halloween out there. And, dude, safe travels. And good luck on the new move, new job, or whatever it may be, new neighborhood. So, settle yourself in, toss up your Eagles flag, let them know. But, Candy, you stay safe out there, too. Don't eat any of them weed gummies. I know those people love to buy all that stuff and then give it away to kids for free. If you know any of towns that are doing that, please feel free to let me know. I always laugh at those things I always see every year. But nobody's doing that. Just to let you know, all the fear-mongering out there going on in the world, and start maybe worrying about real things like starving people. I don't know. Just an idea. But, if you guys need anything, you're going through anything, you're struggling in these times, because, these are wild, wild times, man. Feel like I'm living in a Halloween horror movie as we speak. But if you need anything, reach out to me. I'm always here for you guys. And I don't just say it because it sounds repetitive. I promise you, for those of you that do reach out, it means the world to me. I love the fact that we can talk, and if you're going through something, I'm going through something, we can feed off of each other, just like we do on this show. So I love you guys, and I hope you know that. And don't be embarrassed, man. We all go through stuff in life, and if you're struggling, or the government's got you twisted, reach out. I'm here for you guys. You're always here for me, so I always want to return the favor. But you stay safe, Michael. You enjoy the trip, and best of luck to you. But look, guys, I love you. I hope you're doing well out there, physically, mentally, and do not be afraid to reach out if you need anything. I'm always here for you guys. I love you. Stay safe this weekend. And I'm going to try to make a cap show and do some other things. And by next week, you'll forget we even had a bye week, and we'll be talking about the Packers. Lord help us. But I did want to do a first half recap, talk about some like the players things, and I'm going to try to fit it in this weekend. I can't promise anything because I've just been feeling like crap. This is the first time I feel kind of alive. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I needed to buy myself because I am on IR. But it's Friday. Go enjoy yourselves. You ain't got shit to do. I'm going to get you fly. So fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. You guys, I love you. I hope you love me. Nice little rhyme for you at the end of the night. You can tell I'm drifting. I hope you are too. So have yourselves a fantastic night. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now, sickos. Go Birds! Birds!